Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode from the Sky Factory world. My name is Jolly Green, I got big googly eyes, and this is Sky Factory. So, in today's episode, hopefully it's a little less chaotic than the last. If you didn't catch the last episode, definitely go back and check it out. It's a little longer, but it's worth a watch. It's pretty crazy. Now, we're starting today's episode down at the base of the power core that we put together last episode. And I tell you what, this thing works great. Give you a little example of how great it works. There we go. We have no cobble in our inventory to start this. And now we have 2 stacks, just like that. But now we have these cauldrons along the edge here, and as of right now, to fill them, I have to manually fill them, and we don't like manual labor here. This is Sky Factory. This is about automation, not about doing things by hand. So let's see if we can make this a little bit of an easier process and see just how much lava we can generate, and see if these 8 crucibles are going to be enough production of lava for us. We may have to expand a little bit. But to start with this automation journey, we are going to be looking at Cobblestone Generators. So that is essentially what I built here, except with these, we don't have to mine anything. It's just going to generate the cobblestone passively on its own. Now, looking at the different tiers of cobblestone generators, there's only one big difference between, or I guess 2 big differences between each tier. And that is this top row of items. See, in this one we have wood and 2 times compressed cobble. Here we go to cobble and 3 times compressed, 4 times compressed, 5, and 6 with the diamonds. So that is 531,000 cobblestone that we need for that tier 6 generator. But beyond that, like, that's going to be our biggest hurdle to overcome. So I'm quite sure we're not even going to bother with this tier 1. I don't even think we're going to bother with the tier 2 because that's only 729 cobble, a little over 10 stacks. We can get that very quickly with this. So I think we may jump right into this tier 3 cobble generator, which looks like it's just a little over 100 stacks if my maths are right. But in all honesty, why stop there? I almost think I might grind out for the whole thing, because look at this. Look at this. Let's go back. I'll meet you back up at the top. It's going to take a second. So all we're really going to need in order to mine out a bunch of cobblestone from this cobblestone generator are a few of these repair kits. And I think if we essentially take all that cobblestone that we just generated... Wow, that's an intense noise. Okay. But if we make a ton of repair cores, or not repair cores, I've been playing too much Vault Hunters apparently. If we make some repair kits, then we jump back down here. That's a lot quicker than the going up, that's for sure. I want to take care of this today as well, as put in an elevator here so we don't have to keep using the ladder. But nonetheless, we can just take this right here, and actually, watch this. Not only is this a cobblestone generator, but if we use the hammer instead of the pickaxe, it takes a little longer, I guess, but bam, gravel generator. And I feel like that should have made me more. Oh yeah, okay, here it is. I was gonna say, last time we got 2 stacks of cobble. But this gravel here will be super handy for sieving, because that is going to be the main way that we're going to get diamonds. And if we're going right for this tier 5 cobblestone generator, then we are going to need at least 18 diamonds. So getting a bunch of extra gravel is going to be a good thing. But we also need a ton of cobble, and that's where this pickaxe is going to come in. And see, this isn't even too hard of a process. I should have brought... Oh, I have enough stuff to make a crafting table swell. Yeah, so this is going to be what we do. And then when we need repairs on our pickaxe, it's just a matter of combining it with one of those repair kits. So in all honesty, it may take a hot minute, But I think this is going to be our quickest way at generating that mass amount of cobblestone that we're going to need for this. So I'm going to sit here and grind it out, and I'll give you guys an update when I have one. Okay, update already. All right, so we've only been doing this for like a minute now. We've only really got a couple stacks of cobblestone. But look at that hunger bar. That's going to be an issue. Because right now, I'm running on cooked silkworms. And as you can see, it takes a lot to fill the bar. And each time you vein mine, it depletes that hunger bar fast. So we got to figure out something to do here. Otherwise, we're going to starve to death. And that isn't going to be good. So what I'm planning on doing here is if we take just a nice canopy of leaves. Oh, that's quite the transition there. Going from the, ooh, this is a mushroom fields biome. You see down in the bottom left? That's good to know because that means no mobs can spawn over here, which we may take advantage of that later. But for now, we're going to put a nice leaf canopy. Beautiful. Leaves. Now, the next thing is going to involve a few more apples, it seems. I'm going to make some of these apple sprouts, which may not be the easiest thing, but we're going to try. All right, so we're just going to grab our crook so we can get more drops from these leaves, and hopefully, yeah, okay, we got at least one apple. Just one, though. We need a few more, so we're going to keep trying at this. Work it up. Perfect. So we got the 4 apples that we need. So now, if we just combine these 4 right here, we're going to get 2 apple sprouts, which may seem like not a great deal, but we can take these apple sprouts and plant them right here. And, oh, did we put them too high? I thought twerking was supposed to work for these, but they may be too high up. Let's try to reposition a little. So now, if we twerk, yeah, okay, so it's actually growing it now. That's what we needed. Takes a lot of twerking, but now we've got fully grown apples. I thought you could pick them without actually like popping them off, but I guess that was not accurate. But we got enough apples to where we can make more. So essentially now we can just keep running around, making apples, making more sprouts, rinse and repeating until we have this whole thing filled. I gotta move this chest at some point. I think a proper storage system is going to be a task for next episode. For now, we're going to worry about this food. Because this is a good way to get cheap, easy, and more or less infinite food. Thought for sure there was supposed to be a way to harvest these without actually popping the nub off. If anybody knows, then leave a comment down below to let me know. Because I would really like to not have to replant these every time. And I thought right-clicking on them with a hoe would do the trick, but it doesn't seem that that's the case. Alright, so that looks like that's all of the apple sprouts, taking up all the leaf spots there. And just like magic, we run through and we have a bunch of full-grown apples. And now we should constantly get enough leaf sprouts or apple sprouts every time that we don't need to make any more. We just, because every time we pop one off here, It's going to give us a sprout. Oh, did I lie? Oh, okay. I was going to say. Don't make a liar out of me now, game. Oh, but one thing that we can do to save a little bit of time that I'm just now realizing. We can vein mine the apples. That's handy. Okay. Cool. Ooh, what about a... Oh, man. Why am I planting all these one at a time? What am I doing here? Let's go. Oh, fantastic. I was hoping that was going to work. Look at that. Oh, it doesn't get much easier than that, folks. We have food en masse. So now that we've got our food situation taken care of, it's back to grinding out the power core. So back up topside, we actually managed to get 2 4 times compressed cobble, which is a pretty solid start. I mean, that right there will get us not quite the tier 4 generator, but I mean, we still have the tier 3, which may be more realistic goal to start with in all reality. It did take a little while to grind out that. Essentially, I went through that whole stack and a half or so of repair kits and then just kept digging at it with this stone pickaxe that we upgraded a few episodes back. But I mean, it didn't take long. It was just a process, you know. So I may keep at it. I mean, all it takes is really some more cobblestone, and we know we're generating enough of that. So I mean, might as well. The other thing we have to keep in mind is whichever generator we decide to go with, this takes blocks of iron, and right now we have no iron. Like, we have some iron ore pieces and some gold ore pieces, sure, but that's not going to be enough for multiple blocks. So, honestly, I really just want to go right for the tier 5. Like, how cool would it be if we were able to skip 1 through 4 and just go right for the tier 5 generator, thanks to this power core that we're operating on. So, you know what? I'm motivated enough now. I've talked myself into it. I'm going to go for it. We are going to continue. That's such an intense sound. We're going to continue the work that we've started, and we're going to just keep chiseling away at this power core until we get... I'm hoping we could get a tier 6. All I know is I'm going to need a lot more repair kits, that's for sure, because that was a whole stack and a half, and then some, I think. And it got us 2 4 times compressed, and we need 7 more of those just to get the 5 times compressed. So it is going to be a process. And honestly, you know, I think it might be worth it to get one of these cobblestone generators making cobblestone along with me, so that way I can do other things. I mean, that's kind of the point of the Sky Factory, right, is to automate everything for yourself. So why don't we do that? But, as we discussed, we need more iron. So let's check our supply. Got some pieces there. Got some pieces there. I think instead of me grinding it by hand, let's take that out of here. Crank this up to 2 clicks a second. And we're just going to let the click machine do the work for us. And I will check in with you once that is done, and we'll see how much iron we actually get from that. I could probably do the math, but, you know, who wants to do math? Oh, I lied to you guys just now. I completely forgot how to play this game, apparently. Going every other week in between episodes apparently is not good for my brain. We need to first turn these into chunks, which only gives us 13 chunks, but we can turn that around and get 26 pieces, which is not a ton. We're going to need a lot more. Well, actually, are we? We only need 18, right? Yeah. Okay, so that is enough. Cool. We're going to make this tier 1 cobble gen. We're going to get this working alongside us while I'll probably still chip away at the power core, see if we can get up to that next gen even faster. So I've been doing a bit of thinking, And honestly, I don't think I can justify making anything but the highest tier cobblestone generator. It's going to be a little bit of a grind, but why would I waste resources on something that I'm just going to upgrade and can't use this for the upgrade? So, like, I don't know. It's going to be a lot of cobble, but I think we can manage. But one thing that we are going to need with that is a lot of diamonds. And we may have discussed it earlier, but the best way to get diamonds is by sieving gravel. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to steal one of these click machines. We don't need sand being made at the moment. Now, if we take this click machine, and that's the wrong way, I think. So with our click machine facing down into the sieves, we can now take a hopper, maybe just a wooden hopper for now, it looks like. So now we can load this up with gravel, which I don't have a ton of, but there it goes. Load it into here. Let's crank this up to 2 ticks a second. And there it goes. Auto sieving. Now we should get diamonds from this. The one thing that sucks is that, as you can see, it just spits out the items. No real way to collect it unless we're there to collect it. That is, until we do a little something something. So let's do something something. We're going to make this vitality spreader. I think we have everything we need. We may be 1 diamond short, to be honest. Yeah, so we're going to need to sieve a little bit of gravel until we can get 1 more diamond. But then, when we do, we should be in pretty good shape. So let me see if I have any gravel to grab. Oh yeah, we got plenty of gravel. We'll load up the clicker and we'll see if we can get 1 diamond in 2 stacks of gravel. Oh, there it is. The first round. We got 2 of them. Sweet. Let's go. So then we come back here and we're going to make this vitality spreader. And the reason that we're doing this is for something that we tried last episode and failed miserably because we didn't know what we were doing. So if we take this vitality spreader, this should spread over to this dirt here and then allow us to enrich it. Let's see, right here. Enrich vitalized soil. We can enrich it with this ender pearl to be able to grow ender pearls. Fingers crossed. Last time I tried this, I threw the pearl at the dirt. So let's go. Yeah! Okay. Awesome. That's what we were hoping to happen. Now, in all reality, this should grow us an ender pearl plant. And then we can plant another ender pearl here, and here, and here. And then we'll be solid. We'll have really all the pearls that we're going to need. We can get our elevator set up. That's one big priority. But not only that, we can get something to collect all this junk. So I spend a good amount of time at the bottom of the power core grinding away the cobblestone. And then I come back up to see this. We lost. Oh, and this keeps happening. It's dangerous. That's the 3rd time I've died right in that same spot. But anyhow, apparently we must have had a little bit of a fire. I thought that this was contained enough to where we wouldn't have a problem with that. Apparently I was wrong. So I think I'm going to go around it in a couple layers of stone just to give us some little bit of fireproofing, more or less. But look, we have an ender pearl tree growing. We did have to put a vitalized seed on the dirt. That was the one step that I missed. But now we have growth. At the very least, I think this should grow an ender pearl soon. Hopefully. Now let's go down here, get our body, get the rest of the stuff. So I have been making some progress on the cobblestone. We're up to 3 4 times compressed cobblestone. So we're almost enough for the gold, the tier 4 gen, which will need 1 5-time compressed. So, I mean, it is a grind, and I knew that it was going to be a grind coming into it. But I'm going for gold. well, not going for gold, because this is not what we're going for. We're going for diamond. So, it's going to be a little longer. We still have a lot of grinding to do. But I just wanted to give you guys an update about the fire, mostly, which is super sad. But you live, you learn, and you fix it. So, I'm going to go fix it. I've been down here for a while. I think I'm going crazy. And we've barely put a small dent in our supply to get that 6 times compressed cobblestone. Take a look at this. Take a look at this. We have 5 times compressed cobble. So we're a 9th of the way there. And I've been at this for quite some time. Nearly 10% done. Probably with everything that I have built up here, we could say that I'm 10% done. That is rough. Very rough. So, let's go up to the top. We've made it back topside. And look what we've got. We've got ender pearls growing on the vine. That's perfect. But, back to the task at hand. We're essentially to the point now where I need to say, do I want to grind it out so we can skip all the tiers of cobblestone generators and go right for the diamond? Or do I want to set my pride aside, make sure that I get the video out on time, and just settle with the tier 4, which, I mean, in all reality, should still be sufficient for us for now. I think that's what we're going to do. I'm just going to go ahead and make this tier 4 cobble gen, and then maybe down the road we'll get a chance to make the tier 5. Oh, but sad news. In the recent fire that we completely missed and just saw the aftermath of, which was unfortunate, we lost these 2 drawers, which had all my worms, string, and ingots and such, or like my gold chunks, or my pieces. I guess I still have some copper, but that's not going to help me. We need 2 blocks of gold. So I think we're going to take our hammer. We're going to pound away some cobblestone to get just a little bit more gravel, and then we'll probably be in pretty good shape. So I picked up 2 stacks of gravel. We'll toss that in our clicker. Make sure that that's going. Well, we got some junk in there. Perfect. And with that running, a way of picking up all these items that are getting flung off would be ideal. And with these ender pearls that we're growing, we should be able to do just that. So if we take our newly acquired ender pearls and mix it with some blaze powder we got from sifting our dust, we take that with some obsidian and a hopper, and there. We have an absorption hopper now. So this is going to help us greatly over with the sifters. Because now, if we place a chest right here with this bad boy sitting on top of it, that should be perfect. Should deposit it right in this chest, so when we sift our gravel, let's see, is it gonna work? Yeah, look at that. It all gets picked up, but not putting it in. There we go. Perfect. That's what we want to see. So now we just need to grind out a little bit more gravel. And that should, in all honesty, get us enough gold that we need to be able to make this tier 4 cobblestone generator. There. While waiting for those sifters to go through all that gravel, I expanded the platform a little bit. It gave us plenty more room to add in some stations around. I'm going to move everything. I want a more permanent storage setup. Like this isn't doing it for me. We are, I don't know. It's not cutting the mustard. So we'll work on that probably next episode. But for now, we're going to stick our gold chunk in the grinder. pop on the handle and let it go. And that should get us what we need to be able to put together our cobblestone generator. And then we can actually get lava production automated, which is very exciting. And as far as our ender pearls go, we have acquired enough. The only sad part is I was going to use string to get the wools that we need for our elevator. But our string container burnt up. So we have no string. So maybe I'll just farm up a little bit of that real quick. Shouldn't take long at all. I think I still have some silkworms around. Maybe not. Those are cooked. Not going to be helpful. Okay, cool. So it looks like we're back at square one. All right, oodles of string has been acquired. Now, let's make an elevator so we can get rid of this ladder and speed things up a little going up and down here. And just like that, 2 white elevators. Beautiful. Then one is going to go... one shall go right here. You know what? You can look like that cobblestone. Not a cobblestone. Bam. All right. There we go. See this little block of cobble? In just a minute, it's going to do magic. There we go. Now, if we come on here and jump. Beautiful. No more climbing this dang ladder. Which will save us a lot of time in the long run. So with our 18 gold smelted up, we're able to come over here and finally craft up our tier 4 cobblestone generator. It's not quite the tier 5 that we wanted, but I think this should get us quite the cobblestone production. I just put in those elevators and I didn't even use it. That's, well, at least we have it for up, right? Anyhow, I think the perfect spot for this cobblestone generator is going to be right there. Maybe a little inconvenient to get to, but I think in the long run that's going to work out for us. Because now we can pipe from it right off of this side, or all 4 sides essentially, and pipe right into these crucibles. And how are we going to pipe it, you may ask? Well, that is going to be easily done with these item cables from Cyclic. But first we definitely need some bricks. So I've been working on getting a little bit of a production going on of some clay. I have some ideas to make it a little easier, but I actually think we're coming up on the video end time for this week. So we're going to hold that off until next week. We'll get some clay going. We'll pipe it up and actually automate this lava production. We may even end up moving that cobblestone generator. I don't know. It's kind of makes me nervous being in the lava like that. But I don't know. I think in order to do that, we're going to need to expand this platform. So that may be coming next week too. We'll see how she rolls. But until then, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, leave a like. And don't forget to subscribe if you're not already. And with that, that's going to do it for me. Hope you enjoyed. Stay jolly.